with the soon-to-be released Hollow Knight Silksong, I thought it would be interesting to see what the Hollow Knight community is cooking up these days for speedruns. And I saw that the world record was 4 minutes and 30 seconds by Staxis. Shout out to Staxis. I'll have this linked in the description below if you're watching this on YouTube. Also, what up? Shout outs to everyone watching on YouTube. You can also join the live stream, twitch.tv/DragonBlitz. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. So this is the current all glitches world record. There are all sorts of different categories, but this is the fastest way to beat the game. And I think they start a new game using the Godhome mode thing, whatever it's called.
Every glitched run just has a terrible early game now.
So
Like, this has a minute of cutscenes.
apparently there's a lot of cutscenes. There's a lot of garbage that happens in these glitched runs. Who's to say? I don't know anything about this. I just wanted to watch this because I saw the time was really low. And it's already... What the fuck was that? Does anyone that knows anything about Hollow Knight speedruns, can they explain what I just saw? So... you play the game for 10 seconds and then quit out. Makes sense. Because I know that that is a game mode that you can do. I forget what it's called. It's basically just like a boss rush mode that gives you every item in the game and all of the upgrades and everything. So you can do like boss rush stuff. Is this like a file transfer glitch thing where you start a new game with all of the upgrades? Was that a force quit out? What was that? What's going on? Does any Hollow Knighters know what's going on? Because I don't.
If there was a way to actually skip cutscenes, this run would be so good.
What's going on? Save file memory corruption, it looks like. That's what I'm... It's either transferring the items to this game, which is what it looks like. Yeah, because it has the health bar is up here. And also, we're just flying through walls now?
Okay, I'm definitely floaty jumping.
Apparently, it's called floaty jumping. A lot of menuing happening while flying in the background. Does anyone know how to read Chinese? You're going to have to learn Chinese soon, boy. Get used to it. Okay, setting down a warp point. This is crazy. The game's been... We've been playing for a minute.
Am I going to hit them? No, it's...
What is this? What was that? What was that? You're just walking on air? You're just going through walls. This is literally cheating. I'm... As a speedrunner who has done many a glitched runs...
I think I waited too long.
Bro, this is literally cheating. Hold on. Is this real? Not to be the guy who's like glitches and speedruns is just cheating, but it looks like you turned on no clip. You're just going through walls. Okay, so you're going back and forth, but what? Bro's just sliding. Huh? Okay. I need... There has to be a video explanation of what's going on here.
Jennifer time, yippee. Fuck you, Jennifer.
Yeah, fuck you, Jennifer. I don't know who Jennifer is. What the fuck is happening?
That might have been RNG.
Something was RNG, apparently. What? You're just going through different load zones out of bounds, probably trying to get to a specific area in the map, if I had to guess. Okay, we're here now. We're here now. Oh, God, what is this area called again? The freaking terrible, awful place with the acid water that I hate so much and the fucking jellyfish that explode and kill you.
I've been getting...
We're here now, and we've been playing for less than 2 minutes.
Nice.
What the fuck? Oh, yeah, Fog Canyon. Thank you. So we go to Fog Canyon. We skip past that boss fight that's normally there. This is the one of the Dreamer masks that you're supposed to get. I am bad at this game, that's for sure.
It's a good run.
Thank you very much for the sub.
Pretty sure.
Okay. You enter the dream.
But...
Or is it a nightmare?
Oh,
Who's to
I
say?
can even see. It's so nice.
Everything looks all sorts of fucked up. And then you do it again? Wait. I think I know
Messed that up.
kind of what's going on here. Because you need 3 of the
some point.
Dreamer masks or whatever to fight the Hollow Knight. Are you basically duping this Dreamer's mask over and over again to get 3 to count as the? Because you need 3 different ones. Does it not check
I can also
that there are 3 different masks instead of just checks if you have 3? And that's how you enter the final fight? That's the only thing that can make sense here. Because it looks like you were duping. I say you as if anyone in chat is watching this. Or the person that did this is in chat. Staxis, you in chat right now? Can you help me out? I don't know what's going on.
Oops. Need to figure out how to actually do that right. That's unfortunate.
Okay, a little bit of time loss apparently.
It's not RNG, no.
Yeah, because now this is the end of the game. This is the final fight. What the fuck? There is a video explanation. Can you link it? Because I need to know what's going on. Is this what Silksong is going to be like? If Silksong speedruns are like this, I don't know if I'm ready to learn Chinese, y'all.
I'm not facing the way I wanted to be.
It said 3M on the save file, so I guess it counts as 3
never mind,
masks.
I
Oh,
think I
wow.
hit the right direction. That was a little wacky.
Okay, so intentionally damage boosting, probably to get down to the red tier stone ring, Kappa. Can't take any more damage.
Oh.
The nice spinny move.
Okay.
That's it. That's the run. Huh? I learned nothing. Is that the link, Fran?
I have no idea what time.
Wait, is that Hornet from the hit video game Hollow Knight Silksong?
That was a pretty bad THK as far as self-stats.
Or I guess it's Cobrix.
Oh, it's good. Please? Yes, let's go!
GG's. What even?
Yeah.
What a fantastic speedrun. Can I, what?
The tricks, skips, and strategies that form the routes of
Shout out to Blue SR.
Hollow Knight speedrun categories
What?
always have a story behind them. As a longtime speedrunner of the game myself, nothing fascinates me more than that gradual process of discovery, understanding, and implementation. The ever-going cycle that is constantly...
Okay, I feel
pushing
bad
every
actually
category.
watching this on stream. Oh, it's from 2 years ago. Okay, I am probably not stealing views on
A
this
little
then.
bit closer to its limits. And
600k
never,
views
in my
from 2 years ago.
over
I'm probably
2
not
years
stealing views.
have I seen such a genuinely fascinating tale go untold like what I'll be exploring today.
Calling it all glitches.
This is the story of how Hollow Knight players
So-
beat the game in under 5 minutes.
It's called all
A story of how
glitches.
2 clever discoveries
Because
allowed
it's
Hollow
funny.
Knight's shortest speedrun to be cut in half. In other words, a brief history of the Hollow Knight any percent speedrun world record.
Hollow Knight is a community that
As you
never
might
really
know,
was
glitch speedruns
super
are often
into.
quite overlooked compared to their no major glitches
Yeah,
counterparts.
basically what he's saying
This
here.
mostly has to do with the fact that they generally have a higher bar of entry and are seen as very overcomplicated and confusing to newer players.
I mean, I didn't know what the fuck was happening, and I do speedrunning as a fucking job. I mean, I had some idea of maybe what was happening, but does the video have captions? Let me put those on. Yeah, good call.
As well as the general casual audience. Because of this, I'm gonna try to keep this video relatively simplified while still trying to explain things at a decent level of depth. You ready?
No, not really.
Well, get your Wonders journals out and let's begin. For the longest time, the any percent all glitches speedrun for Hollow Knight was played on patch 1.0.2.8 and clocked in right around 10 minutes.
I'll say
what
it.
allows
Hold
the
on.
game-
Pause. I fucking hate PC patch culture for speedrunning. It's like, Oh, I'm running on version 1.0.2.1? Oh, I can't do the glitches for the speed run. Oh, man, I have to go to the fucking Pirate Bay and fucking get a pirated version of the correct patch. Fucking stupid ass. For a game I've already purchased.
To be beaten so quickly.
This is one of the reasons why I don't really like speedrunning PC games myself, even though there are some PC games that are just absolutely amazing speedruns. I just hate dealing with, first of all, you need to get the right patch, and then you have to download the PC safe speedrun mod, and you have to download the frame rate limiter because the game needs to be run at only 120 FPS. If you run the game at a higher frame rate, it fucking crashes. It's so much that's external to the game where, like, console speedruns have their own problems, don't get me wrong, but there is a bit of a purity to just turning on the game and playing it with a timer. It's just so simple.
Well, let me ask you a question. What do you really need to beat Hollow Knight? Your usual any % run goes like this. You get Vengeful Spirit, you get Dash, you get Claw. Then you go pick up the Dream Nail, you fight the Watcher Knights, kill Lurien. You go back around to get C-Dash, you fight Umu, you get Monomon. Then you go to Beasten and get Hera, and from there you fight the Hollow Knight.
Yep. And, that's not even the real ending.
In a glitch speedrun, however...
I got the true ending 112%.
The requirements for beating the game end up being the 3 Dreamers as well as Dreamnail. In other words, the requirements to enter the Black Egg Temple.
Yep.
But how is this done, exactly? The main principle of the any % all glitches run has historically been a glitch called main menu storage.
Okay. So
Main
this
menu
is the glitch that we saw earlier.
Is a glitch of the storage subcategory. Storage glitches are glitches where you manipulate the 0 to 1 values of your player states. For example, a state such as being grounded, having control of your character, having your inventory open, or being submerged in liquid. Main menu storage, as it sounds,
Submerged in
allows
liquid,
you
you
to
say?
store the main menu itself on top of the game or on top of itself.
Okay.
With main menu storage,
Not complicated
you can
at
launch
all.
multiple save files on top of each other, which causes a variety of strange things to happen. It allows you to merge save files, move progression between save files, keep multiple bench hard save points to teleport to, dupe rooms on top of each other, the list goes on. Main menu storage is by far the most broken glitch.
Doesn't this destroy the spirit of the game?
So broken, in fact.
Are you joking? What is the spirit of a video game? What does that mean? It's a digital toy you purchased online most of the time. Maybe in person at GameStop or some shit. You can play it's a toy. Play with it how you want.
That when it
if
was
the toy lets you
discovered,
do
the
menu
old
storage,
all glitches
then
rule
you're
set
allowed
had
to. Who
be broken
cares?
Into 2. One called no main menu storage, where it is not allowed, and one called all glitches, where it is. But how does main menu storage work in practice? Up until late 2021, the main practical use of main
is it
menu
not
storage
incredible that
had
this
to
shit is
do with
possible to
keeping
begin
multiple
with?
bench heart saves at once.
That's what
as
I
well as
see it as. That
duplicating
it's incredible
dreamers.
that this is even possible.
In Hollow Knight, the
in a
amount
video
of
game,
dreamers
you know?
you need to open the Black Egg Temple is counted as a value from 1 to 3. The game doesn't discern between the dreamers.
Okay,
as
that's what I was
individuals.
thinking.
As long
Okay.
as you have 3, then you're good to go. Because of this, you can get the same dreamer on 3
play it,
separate
not to
save
pull it-
files in
okay.
main menu storage.
Listen here. You're derailing. You're one-guying me, and I don't like it. The prob, who cares?
Talking to me.
Is my question to you. Why do you care what other people decide to do with a video game? Their virtual toy that they bought for themselves. Why do you care? To play with it and not pull it apart by the very code to manipulate the game to your will. Why not? Just my personal opinion. Okay. My personal opinion is that your personal opinion is kind of dumb as hell. Respectfully speaking. Agree to disagree, but like...
merge them together into one big pile. You've now cut down.
I sweated
on
through Hollow Knight, so
minutes
everyone else
upon
should
minutes
too.
of
Okay,
traversal,
cool. I don't
boss
care.
fights, and all that stuff that it
They
takes to
already
get
did.
between the 3
Do you think speedrunners pick up the game to do this shit? I'm getting one guide. We're moving on.
dreamers. If you
They have
combine
already
this
beaten the
with
game
movement
more than you ever
glitches and
possibly
room
could,
duping,
and then they're doing more with the
there you
game
go.
because they
There's the
want to
game
play it
in
more.
its
That's what
head.
speedrunners do.
This is obviously a very simplified version, but in a way, this was pretty
That's
much
like
what
acting
the
like because
90%
I'm the
all
speedrun
glitches
world record
route
holder
looked
for
like
so
the
many
most
percent that
time.
I've never beaten the
Notable
game
runners during
before.
this era of the category were Crytham,
I've played the game more than probably anybody else on the goddamn planet. I've 200.6%ed faster than anyone else and more than most people.
1.0.2.8. The reason for this was that it was a very early version of the game, and a lot of the glitches were available to the player because of that. Mainly on
Such a
this
silly
patch of the
perspective to
game,
have,
the
in my
player
opinion.
always had access to the quick map key, which is an easy way to open your player inventory at any time and gain yourself storage and early control glitches very easily.
Like, you're allowed to have a different opinion. It's not the end of the
Generally,
world.
later
Many
the
people
patch,
share your
the
opinion.
less
I just think
glitches
it's
you have
silly.
access to. And because of that, the current patches of the game weren't really considered for the category. That was up until late 2021, where a lot of runners started stumbling upon something quite interesting. Speedrunners had known for a long time that main menu storage had never been patched. It was doable on the very latest version of the game.
Interesting.
And around late 2021, runners realized something very clever. And that has to do with the Godmaster DLC's Godseeker mode.
Godseeker, that's what it's
As
called.
you might know, Godseeker mode is the third playable mode for a Hollow Knight save file.
It's fun.
Unlocked after beating the Pantheon
Definitely
of the
worth.
Sage, a Godseeker file launches you into Godhome right away with every bit of equipment and every ability. Now what if you launch a brand new Godseeker file, do main menu storage, and launch a regular play file on top of it? I think you're seeing where this is going. Speedrunners tried this out, and it turns out that you were able to do exactly that. Hollow Knight now had a de facto New Game Plus mode.
That's pretty cool.
Just
I'm not gonna
40-ish
lie.
seconds into the run, you could now enter King's Pass with every single ability in the game.
You could... Should we do this? Should we do a quote-unquote normal playthrough, but do the New Game Plus glitch? That could be fun. Hold on.
How does this work? Well, it's kind of
Obviously, I'm not going to do a fucking 4-minute speedrun, but maybe for our replay, it could be fun.
complicated, but
Wait, that's cheating!
let me explain.
Oh shit, my
The
bad.
run begins with the player opening a brand new Godseeker
This
play
could be
file.
fun. Hold on, I kind of want
Once
to try
loaded
this.
into the game, the player C-dashes over to the main area of Godhome to get themselves a hard save.
Oh, that's why they did
From
this.
here, they
I'm sorry,
click
what now?
area of Godhome to get themselves a hard save.
Oh, you're gonna make me read in my freaking video essay? This makes them spawn on the Godhome bench. When they come back, this is mainly used to set up no clip and bench storage, but more on that later. The save icon appears because they are in the process of quitting. That is the trigger for the hard save. Sorry for making you pause the video.
From here,
You're
they
forgiven.
quit back out to the menu. The runner then performs main menu storage by spamming through the menus with a mouse in a very specific way.
Okay.
For those curious as to how this works, the first thing you do is you quickly open the quit game prompt by pressing the lowest option on the main menu. By then closing that menu on the same frame as you gain control, you can trick the game into loading both menus at the same time.
Okay.
This means that the player is now going to have two main menus loaded on top of each other. Notice how the
Okay.
player has to initiate the deletion of their save file in order to reach the start game prompt on the lower menu. This is why a mouse is required. You need to be
I'm not gonna be annoying about this, but if I were to have made this video, instead of using the footage from the record run, I would have re-recorded the glitch, but in English. Because I have no fucking clue what is going on with this menu because it's in Chinese.
precise. Just like that, the player has two instances of the
That
main
would be
menu
maybe a
loaded
little
on top of
nice.
each other. From here, they
I'm
open their recent
I'm sure there's examples of how to do this somewhere online, but with the English menus. Because I do want to try this glitch out for myself.
recently created Godhome file and follow it up with creating a brand new save file on the second instance of the menu.
So we do it like this.
Notice how the mode select window appears right as the game fades to black. It's a little bit hard to see, but if you squint, you can barely make it out. That is when the second save file is created.
Oh, yeah. My understanding is that simplified Chinese has fewer characters, so text loads faster, and they just memorize the position. Yeah, exactly.
Knight loads into
Yeah.
Godhome on
I'm
the
saying for speedruns, yes, it should be in simplified Chinese, obviously, because it's faster. I'm saying for the demonstration of this video, it would have been nice for viewers to understand what's going on by recording what the glitch is, but using the English menus.
Bench, they were hard saved to, and then just like that,
I understand why it's showing that in the speedrun. I'm saying for the video explanation.
Once all of the opening
It could be nice to help.
done, the knight loads into King's Pass with every ability of the game, as well as 2 nifty glitches. No clip and bench storage. These 2 glitches are attained because you didn't actually finish leaving the bench. You now have control of your character while the game thinks you're still sitting on a bench, hence collision isn't triggered and you can open your inventory and equip charms
This is
whenever you want.
ridiculous.
The runners obviously take use of this in multiple parts of this
Oh
run.
yeah, you're not able to switch your charm. I didn't even notice that because the run was so insane that we just watched. They were switching charms.
There are some really interesting properties.
You're not supposed to be able to do that unless you're at a bench.
Once you get out into Hollow Nest. In the Godhome file, Team Cherry deactivated things such as picking up Geo because it is just not relevant to Godhome. When you walk over a drop piece of Geo, the player will collect the Geo without removing it from the ground, allowing you to infinitely duplicate Geo. This is useful in the run from the ground, allowing you to infinitely
just re-record the lines and add them in.
duplicate Geo.
It pops on screen for like 0.2 seconds. Geo count does not show up due to the same reason. Runners use Gathering Storm to make the process ever so slightly faster.
This is useful in the run for
Thank
one
you.
thing, opening the Crossroads Stag Station, which will be very, very useful later and not for the reason you're guessing. So, in short, the discovery of Godhome main menu storage allows the player to create a de facto new game plus save file only 40 seconds into the run. This led to a completely new route for the All Glitches speedrun. It was now run on the very latest version of the game, and wasn't that glitched? You see, the reason glitch speedrunners often downpatch to older versions of the game is so that they can have access to more glitches.
Oh, it's not glitched enough. You're only starting with every item in the game and no clipping through everything. It's not enough glitches for you? What do you mean?
Patched a lot of the glitches that speedrunners use.
Oh,
over
it's
the
not
years,
glitchy
and
enough for you. Bro, just walk through fucking walls.
The run is essentially glitchless. The
Shut
run
the
now
fuck
boiled
up.
Down to
No, I'm not taking this shit. No, you can't say whatever.
doing main menu storage in Godhome at the start of the run, and then using float and no clip to travel around Hollow Nest
Oh,
and get
boo! Oh, the game looks like this. There's not enough glitches, guys. Look,
start of the
they
run,
took away all
and
my
then
fun
using float and no
glitches.
clip to travel
The game looks
around
like
Hollow
this!
Nest and get the 3 Dreamers. By the time they reach the Hollow Knight at the
Oh my
end, the runner
God.
just equips the fastest, most powerful nail build and whacks the THK to death. This completely different route only ended up being marginally faster than the old route, but it was a lot easier and more consistent. However, this new discovery led to a surge in activity of the category, and the world record competition ended up being a 3-way between Krytham, Staxis, and
A
Fivebrain,
3-way, you say?
all of whom did runs over
May
the
I
next
watch?
few weeks. Staxis ended up on top, landing a 9-minute and 12-second time, which was at the time 24 seconds faster than what was able to be attained with the older route. Another few months went on with almost no competition in the category, and right then was when the second discovery shook this category. Speedrunner Marcy August was messing around on stream on the 13th of January 2022, and that was when she discovered something quite interesting. While messing around with the stag station, she was able to get control of her character while selecting a stag. While messing around with this further, she left the room while having this early control, and
Okay, that's what that glitch
Marcy
was.
August had discovered a way to do room duping on the current patch of the game. Since the old strategy for room duping had been patched years earlier, runners had been looking for a way to do this for quite a while. Now, room duping is quite a complicated subject, so I'm gonna take a little while to go through it in detail here.
Sure, go take your
As
time.
stated, room duping on the current patches of the game is attained by having early control in a stag menu and leaving the room at the same time as the game pulls you away to travel with the stag itself. You've now entered 2 transitions at the same time, which triggers the game to load both of the next 2 rooms on top of each other, connected at the bottom left corner of each room. Now, like I said, the main reason to duplicate rooms is to give yourself the ability to duplicate the Dreamers, which saves you minutes upon minutes of travel time between Hera, Lurien, and Monomon.
Okay.
But perhaps the most interesting part of this is that you can actually save time on travel to the first Dreamer as well. as opposed to just traveling through the rooms normally, or, well, not normally since you have no clip, but that's besides the point.
Fair.
Now, this may be a little bit tricky to wrap your head around, but I'm gonna try to explain the mechanics of room duping in Hollow Knight. And the best way to do this is to give you a feasible example from the run itself. In the any percent all glitches speedrun, the runner gains the room dupe state from the Crossroads stag.
Okay, we saw this
In other words,
earlier.
they open the stag, give themselves control while interacting with it, travel to Dartmouth, and then leave the room at the same time. The runner has now duplicated the Dartmouth stag room with the room outside of the stag station. Now, I know this is a bit confusing, but just try to think of the map and which transitions they're traveling to. The map works the exact same way and you end up in the correct places. From here, the fastest way to get to Monomon, which is a dreamer they'll be attaining, is to go through the Crossroads False Knight room.
Okay.
The runners use a full dash build, as well as float and no clip to move through the room quickly.
Okay.
The only things that can interact with the player are hazards and the room transitions. Once the player has traveled through this transition, the oldest loaded room will be replaced with the new room. Once they enter the next room, the rooms that are loaded are the Crossroads Guard Corridor, as well as the Dartmouth Stag Station. Now here comes the clever part. Traveling through this long room is going to take quite a bit, even with the full build that they have available to them. So what they can do
Okay.
instead is travel back through the same transition. This replaces the Dartmouth Stag room, which is the oldest loaded room, with the previous Crossroads room. And most importantly, the runner is entering that room from the left. Here's a clip by 5Brain, a top glitched runner, where he explains this.
Okay.
And we come in here. So the load we want to hit. The load we want to hit is this one over here. We want to go to False Knight room because we're trying to go left. We're trying to go from here all the way to Monomon. So
Okay.
we want to go left through False Knight room, down past like the Acid Grub, and then down into Fog Canyon. Now, it would be really slow to just walk straight across this whole room.
Slow,
And so
you
one
say.
of the power of room dupes
While you no clip through everything. Gotcha.
is
Gotcha.
that if you want to go left, you can go left by going right. And so the way that works is that I'm going to
I'm no scientist. I'm no geometrist. I don't think that's how directions work.
come back in here. And now you see, because we went through a right transition, we're on the left side of the room. But the load we want to hit is still there because the other room didn't unload. And so we can go left by going right, and that sort of warps us to the left side of the room.
This principle is repeated multiple times to drag
I'm gonna be honest. I did not pick that up at all. I guess what I understood from that is you have multiple rooms loaded in at the same time. I'm not sure how the game determines which location to send you per transition, but going back through a transition sends you to the left side of the transition of the room that you would have been in. Maybe what's going on? I don't know. That's about as good as I got it.
drastically cut down the travel time between point A and point B. When the runner reaches Monomon
Marvel 3 DHC glitch explanation moment. See, the thing is that you combo
with a dupe
without
burn
any
state
combo.
is when the real time save begins. By entering the dream
How
and
could you-
immediately diving into the
Hold on.
void,
If you go far enough left, you'll eventually be right. How does that make sense if the Earth is flat?
the runner can load another instance of archives while still
Okay.
maintaining the dreamer room itself loaded.
That's what I figured.
When this
was
is
happening
repeated
here.
threefold, the runner can load 3 instances of the dreamer room and
Yep.
2 instances of archives on top of each other.
Yep. Okay.
Since they're all linked up in the bottom left corner of the room, the dreamers are essentially stacked on top of each other.
Okay.
This allows the
Okay.
player to just whack them as usual, focus in their essence, and you've now collected 3 dreamers. From here, runners quit out to remove the room dupe state and dreamgate back to the Black Egg Temple, where they set a dreamgate at the start of the run.
Yep. And then you just kill the guy.
As you can see, the Black Egg Temple opens despite the player not having collected Hera and Lurian. This is because the game counts dreamers by amount and not by individual. You can collect 3 dreamers, whichever ones they are, and the game will let you into the Black Egg Temple.
Yep. Yep.
From here, the runner gets themselves a glitch called bench storage and enters the Black Egg Temple.
Correction, the player still has bench storage because they never left any bench even though they quit out. This is because they were hard saved at Monomon upon collecting the dreamers and therefore woke up on the ground This allowed the bench storage state to stay from the Godhome main menu storage at the start of the run. In short, the player never left any benches, so the game thinks they are still on one, allowing the player to equip charms whenever.
Cool. While they break the chains, they equip a full nail build with Fury of the Fallen. As you might remember, because of the main menu storage in Godhome, they have everything in the game, including the full nail upgrades and spell upgrades. The fight begins, and the runners go down to Fury immediately, and then they fight the boss as usual.
Yep.
It doesn't take very long.
GG's.
And that was the new route for the category. While sharing this discussion with others in the Speedrun Discord, other runners went
The explanation is 4 times
crazy,
as long as
and
the run.
this
Yeah, that's
triggered
kind of
a
how it
new
be
wave of
sometimes.
glitched runs. Staxis himself said that he had been looking for this for a really long time, but had not been able to find a way to do it.
Staxis?
He also very accurately predicted
World
that the
record
run was
holder?
going to be cut in half. Anyway, runners got to work, and before a few days had passed even, a new route had been constructed for the any % category.
So cool.
The two top glitch runners at the time, Staxis and 5brain, immediately got to work. Over a few days, they
I wonder
battled
how
back and
hard of a
forth
run this would
over
be to
who was
learn.
going to be able to get the first 5-minute time. On January 17th of 2022, Staxis was the first runner to break the 5-minute barrier, pulling off a run of 4 minutes, 44 seconds, and 550 milliseconds. Closely after, 5brain achieved this as well, and the runners went back and forth a little bit longer.
Very interesting
3
stuff.
months later, the current world record for the category was achieved by Staxis, a 4 minute, 36 second, and 480 millisecond time.
The run that we saw earlier was the PB they've gotten since.
With 5brain only 6 seconds behind. And up until today, that is where the category lies. But who knows, maybe a new massive discovery is gonna shake the category, just like
I doubt it. The new massive discovery is going to be everybody's going to be playing Silk Song in the next couple of days.
it's done multiple times in the past. Personally, I find it absolutely remarkable that a complicated, giant game like Hollow Knight can be beaten in so quickly as 5
I agree.
minutes.
I think it's very cool.
It is shocking. And ever since January of this year, I've been absolutely fascinated with this story. So before this video ends, I want to give a massive shout out to glitched runners like Marcy August, 5brain, Staxis, Krytham, Inoki, etc, etc. A lot of these people...
I like etc, etc. Yeah, these people are awesome. I mean, glitch hunting is like a huge part of what makes speedrunning interesting and fun. And at the end of the day, is like a community of people that want to see the game get broken more and people beat the game even faster and find more fun ways to have fun with the game. And at the end of the day, if you don't like glitches and speedruns, plenty of people don't. There are other categories. Other categories exist. Like a game as wide of a fan base as Hollow Knight. Like people speedrun the game in all sorts of different ways. This is just one small section of what's possible in the game. It happens to be the fastest way to play the game, but you know,
people help me
teach
out
their
with
own.
research and help me with the questions I had. And they don't get nearly enough praise for their massive achievements in Hollow Knight. Also, lastly, I want to say that I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading like at all. I've been trying
you're
to do a
fine.
video per month, but
You're
well, the fluke.
Bro, tell me about it. You're fine. Tell me about it. Blue SR, thank you for the video explanation. That's very, very helpful. Huge like on that one. And I guess that's, you know, Hollow Knight, more broken than you would think from a speedrun perspective. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.